Welcome to this week's DMV Entertainment Report, brought to you by DMV All Access. I'm your hostess, DMV Socialite. Thanks for tuning in.
Y'all might heard this joint called Bubble Guts Radio on Bliss FM with a co-host, one of the best, if not the best comedian in the city, but he's also national. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going to introduce him. He on the phone right now. I don't know who he talking. He talking to Bobby.
Nah. Yeah, me and Bobby going through something. Nah, Kevin Hart, listen, your punchlines, you got it. You know what I'm saying? You stepping all over. You got to let the people's laugh, man. I told you that. But don't worry about it. We worked out on the rest of the
call him back.
You got to call him back. I got to do something with DMV, man. All right. DMV All Access, comedian Eddie Bryan, man. We doing it like that, man. We having fun. You dig? What's up?
Your girl Lex Boggie here, DMV's hottest female hostess. Brand new on the Listen Vision Tuesdays. Check me out, DMV.
It's a dude that's representing the DMV to the fullest right now, you know? And I would say that this dude right here is one of the biggest reasons why he even had the ability to get out there. Well, not the ability, but the opportunity. Because the dude got, he got his talent. But let them know what I'm talking about, homie.
My name's Southie Slim. I produced a few tracks for an artist you may have heard of named Wale. Dig Dug was first. That was the Northeast Groover sample. Then there was One Thing About a Player. That was a Backyard sample. Then there was Breakdown, which was a Huckabuck sample. Okay. Huckabucks ended up on Madden 99. One Thing About a Player, One Battle with the Beats for 9 days straight on 95.5. And Dig Dug was the most requested song from an independent artist in DC like ever.
Eddie B told me that, a couple of I don't want to say that. I was going to say his family members, but that might be true and that'll be messed up. But what they're doing is the city of DC is giving homeless people
So they my family.
I didn't say that they was your family. I reneged on the joke. I took the joke back, but I took the joke back.
Okay, he took the joke. Little Fraggle Rock over here, Joan.
So what the government is doing is, since homeless people are out in the street or whatever, they're trying to make it so that when you go into the city, like, you automatically get free Wi-Fi. So what they're doing is they're employing these homeless people and making them a hot spot. What do y'all think about that? Is that morally correct? Is this giving them a job? Like, what are your thoughts on that?
My first initial question is, why are y'all radiating all the homeless people out in the streets right now? I mean, what is the purpose of having them out on the streets, not taking them off, but keeping them there with all of that radiation or whatever 4G shocking through them like that?
How are they charging these hot spots?
As I was watching the story, basically they have a Wi-Fi in a bag, and they wear it, and they clock in and they clock out. And they go pick up a check for being hot spots for people that can't necessarily sit at Starbucks.
Will they have the ability to deny somebody? Like, if they don't like you, they cut your pass. Like, I ain't giving you the Wi-Fi password.
So they just put a little baggie with the little Wi-Fi on there, put it on your neck, and you just chill around like you normally do.
You walk around with the Wi-Fi on your neck, like a modem.
Yeah, right there. Yeah, just like you rocking your chain.
Something like this.
Yeah, something like that.
For real? Something like this?
Yes.
Yeah, come on.
They employed though.
Okay, don't worry about your heart, but it works.
It's a few things that's bothering me about this whole situation. Like, what if they start tampering with the equipment? Like, who was responsible for it? At the end, it's going to end up costing us more money than helping the homeless.
You ever see them protect them cases of water that they be having? They don't let that get tampered with, and they flipping that. So now they got some little Wi-Fi money coming in and put on top of the water money. You know what I'm saying? They just got to diversify their portfolio to get them on their next level.
Who qualifies to get the equipment? Who qualifies to get the access?
If we talking about criteria, you just got to be homeless, and you got to be in the city, in a place where they don't have Wi-Fi.
The nonprofit had, the organization that's facilitating the program has a sign in, sign out. They clock in, they clock out, and they get a check.
Oh, so this is your baby?
No, it's not my baby.
But to answer your question, no, you don't even have to be homeless to get on the program, but it is a job. Who else are you going to see standing around all day long chances are you're probably homeless. Anyway, but anybody who
A real hustler out there, you know, slinging whatever. If he want to, he can hustle.
Now you can slang some Wi-Fi. Now Wi-Fi's for sale. Okay, put down the crack cocaine and start selling Wi-Fi.
I got dubs and Wi-Fi.
How they prove that they homeless?
They gotta have some sort of criteria or process to go through it. But the fact that they have identified some homeless people, they're going in like through job counselors, getting them in this type of program to get them some money when they leave the shelter in the morning.
How much they getting paid?
donations, and more than likely, yes, probably $5.25 an hour.
For chilling?
No. Matter of fact, it's just donations. I don't even think they're employed. This is not.
okay.
This is not
even
employment.
Okay.
This is having them getting donations while they're out there letting people use access through their Wi-Fi. It's not employment.
My man Eddie, you know, he been traveling the world. So he told me this story about Trick. You know what I'm saying? If y'all don't know Trick, he's like the man in Detroit. Like, I don't even want to talk about him no more because I don't want to say something that he might not like, you know, and I'm all the way out here.
Much respect.
But yeah, much respect, Trick. And I'm going to let Eddie finish with the Trick story.
Is it? I'm gonna get Black Bull a Stop Snitching t-shirt. Listen. All right, DMV. All of us want to get on, we want to get put on, and all of this and all of that. And when artists come to our city, we go out as consumers and we buy. They sell their tickets to us at a much higher rate. A $50 R. Kelly concert, it is a $150 R. Kelly concert in DC. Or whoever it is, right? So Trick comes up with a rule. It's a no-fly zone in Detroit. You're not doing no shows unless an artist from Detroit is on the show. You're not doing no shows if promoters that are from Detroit are promoting the show. Detroit has to be somewhere in the infrastructure of the show. So, in the DMV, asking y'all, who would be our Trick?
Well, I'm not gonna give anybody the power of saying they the trick in the DMV, especially like right now. However, I do got a funny story before I address the question. We was going to Canada, right? Because we was in Detroit, you know what I'm saying? I've been out there a few times, did a few shows, worked with a few people out there, and we got stopped at customs. I don't know why. We got stopped at customs or whatever. But all the customs agents, they was real, you know what I'm saying? Real like white dudes, like white dudes or whatever. And then part of our ploy to get out of there fast was like, you know what I'm saying? We make music, we here promoting our music or whatever. And the first question this Canadian customs agent asked me was, oh, you know Trick? And I was like, much respect. I was like, you know what I'm saying? For the second time in Detroit, I ain't heard of him. I'm just saying, his name is known, you know what I'm saying, from the Canadian customs agent in Detroit, so that's crazy. So I do think we should do something like that in DC because, you know what I'm saying, we do give a lot to people that come from out of town and it's not from here, a lot of love, and don't show no love to DC artists as much as we should. We do show love, just not as much as we should. So I do feel like we should do something like that, but it shouldn't be one person. It should be like a group of people controlling that and having that much power.
You think that the DMV is united like that to even make that happen?
Reaching is what sells records. So as soon as somebody step up and be like, hey, we putting this rule in effect, it's gonna be somebody else to be like, hey, forget that rule, F that rule. We ain't abiding by that just so they can get some shine or whatever. I mean, that's just our mentality here. So
I definitely think that as a structure that we need to have bosses that step up and be able, like you said, a group of people that can come together and say, okay, this is what's going to go on in DC. I don't think one individual person can translate that. It's just like the president and his cabinet and everything, it's the same thing. But at the end of the day, we have to establish what is before we start saying what we can do and what we can't do. And the DMV, in my opinion, is not at that level quite yet. So until we can make those demands in the industry, then we can start saying who and how we want to operate and how we want to push it.
Before we even get there, though, we have to have some sort of integrity with the music that we're putting out and that we're listening to. Because, you know, you listen to joints, and sometimes everybody's all over the place. So what is our identity? I think we have to find that first.
Why didn't any of y'all name Dre All Day in the Paint as Trick? Because I've seen him do a lot of shows, and he will not let you do that show unless you put either a DC person on that show or you do it with a go-go band.
The way, I mean, because I don't know the dude Trick, and the way he explained to me is he double OG, triple OG Bobby Johnson with it.
Right.
Like, Dre's real business minded. Like, he's almost too business minded to be a Trick for DC.
Right, because Trick is definitely street.
Yeah.
He's street first.
And then it goes back to the thing, like, it shouldn't be just one person because it's not just one medium of music here. You got your go-go and you got your hip-hop. So, like, I listen to the radio 93.9 at 9:30 to 10 o'clock, and DJ Big John goes in. He got shit that I ain't even heard yet. I don't know if I can cuss like that.
You cuss like
So I'm just saying, like, if Dre is holding down the hip hop, like, Big John is like,
Go.
yeah, he's running that whole, and like whoever they feel like should come in with them, because I'm pretty sure they got, you know what I'm saying, people that they converse with and talk to about like what they think is hot and what's cranking or not. Yeah, they bring them in like. Now you're on your way, but that's not it though. I mean, but now you're on your way to having somebody that supersedes any show that comes into the city.
Is it an issue for the DMV that we have a problem following?
We need hits.
Yeah.
But I also think that, you know, like leadership, like we have this arrogant nature about us where, you know, it's like, man, yeah, that nigga did it, but I can do it better. Like, that's how we go. Whereas Detroit, like Trick, like, you don't hear nobody really talking about that dude, probably because he's street too. But then you look at like Nelly, you know what I'm saying, when he came out of St. Louis. You look at Snoop Dogg out of, you know, Scarface, like all of these people that represented their location, Outkast, you know what I'm saying? And everybody stood behind them.
A lot of people did not show them love. If you remember back in them days, it was Dre was actually breaking up with Ice Cube. And they wasn't showing love for each other. Ice Cube actually bounced to another coast.
The city of California was still behind Dre, was still behind all of them.
Prince George's County Schools. All right, California's a state. All right.
And they say we need hits. Who gonna play it?
Bubbleguts Radio will play it first.
No, come on. They need impact. We got. Let me be real. It's our radio show.
We don't have
We got
an
300 listeners. If that, we got it's 300 strong. Yeah. So I'm gonna keep it on.
But they listen hard. They listen hard. Though.
Our market is so oversaturated that we got 1,000 hits. We just don't have an outlet. Like, the thing is, what DJs are gonna step up and be like, these are the hits and this is what we playing? Who gonna do that?
A lot of all of these interns, all of these young people that's coming out here, at this point, this is like conception before preception. We already know where we need to go. We know how we need to train these soldiers out here so that when they have the power, which they will get eventually because of the leadership that's already put in place now, is going to happen. It's just a matter of time. Now, like right now, he's on his radio station. I have a totally different radio station, but we all have great business relationships. We use that power to uplift what's going on right now. We have pretty much everybody in this room has something that has something to do with media, marketing, you know, music or what have you, where you develop those relationships and plant that seed. So when your business matures,
Un momento. Who gonna play it? So she talking 10 years from now. Who gonna play it?
you know, and
You know what?
This self-gratification, you know what I'm saying?
As she was saying, everybody has their different outlets, and if people are actually saying this unity thing, then people are going to play it, people are going to get it hurt. I know where you're going with it, okay? And it's not even for sake of argument, because they're going to play what's bringing in money right now.
Right.
That's just what it is. What we have to do is support each other and turn our attention wherever we're being heard. If we're not on the radio and I'm an artist, why am I listening to crap that is not supporting me or anybody I know? I mean, you get tired of listening to Jay-Z and Lil Wayne. I'm just saying.
You got to see artists supporting other artists, not just themselves and looking for support as a one-way street. You got to be fans of each other. Like I can't play no instrument.
This
nor
is
can
my
I rap.
favorite rapper. Black Boo is my favorite rapper.
Wow, that's
dope.
you know the funny thing about it is that like people don't even know I rap. So this your boy Black Boo, man. You can check me up at Up and Up Open Mic on Tuesdays. I got karaoke and Yanni's Pizzeria on Wednesdays and Bubbleguts Radio. Check that out too, man. Also Mambo Sauce, of course. So Much love. Thanks for tuning in. Peace.
Comedian Eddie Bryant. Check me out. The Inside Jokes. Me and my man Lazy Lamont. Hottest comedy show in the DMV. Support us, man. We do it once a month. TheInsideJokes.com. ComedianEddieBryant.com.
Your girl Lex Boggie out here every Wednesday in actually Montgomery County. El Carbonato Rock the Mic Nights. We doing it big out there. We also, I'm also have a new venture on Listen Vision coming soon, April, the first week of April, around the time that you drop yours, so you need to come and see me.
Good.
Okay, so yeah, your girl next door, Tuesdays from 5 to 6.
Southie Slim. Make sure you hit me up on Twitter, SESlim202. CDs dropping April 5th. Also, I got a show at Bus Boys and Poets April 5th. So if you want to see what the fucking fuss is about, come to Bus Boys and Poets April 5th. Holla at your boy, Southeast Central. Free download for the new mixtape. That about it.
DMV Socialite. Okay, we're ready to wrap this up, but I just had to let y'all know that y'all need to check on my website, okay? DMVSocialite.com and RipRadioNetwork.com Thursdays, 11 to 12. Check out your girl, DMV Socialite. Stay posted next week. Look forward to seeing you then.